something has changed in the skies over Donbas. At first, only a distant rumble, then a faint vibration, and suddenly, an explosion powerful enough to bring down entire concrete structures as if they were never there. Footage from Myrnohrad reveals one undeniable truth. A 3-ton bomb is never just a bomb. It is a message. Yet, the same questions keep resurfacing. How can these strikes occur so frequently? Where does this capacity come from? And why is nothing able to stop it? While many observers search for explanations, Russia appears increasingly confident. Every time an FAB-3000 detonates, a bigger question follows. How many of these bombs does Russia actually have? And even more unsettling, how many more are ready for tomorrow or the day after? The bomb's body looks simple. Thick metal wrapped around a massive explosive core. But beneath that simplicity lies an industrial network so large that its exact output is almost impossible to track. Factories like KTRV, Basalt, and Technodynamika rarely make headlines outside Russia. Inside the country, however, they form the backbone of the FAB series ecosystem. Few nations can still manufacture heavy bombs at industrial scale. Russia can, and does so without major disruption. If production lines continue nonstop, if older stockpiles remain intact, and if distribution routes stay secure. The question shifts from how many are left to, is the stockpile actually growing as the war continues? The world sees the explosions, but few notice the crucial detail. The bombs no longer fall straight down. They glide, they adjust, they seek their target from dozens of kilometers away. A small module called UMPK has become a major puzzle for analysts worldwide. How can a simple folding wing kit transform old gravity bombs into mid-range precision weapons? Even more intriguing, these kits are produced quickly, cheaply, and in large quantities. Once attached to a 3-ton FAB, a new question emerges. How many urban fortifications in Ukraine can still be considered defensible? Russian aircraft move calmly, undisturbed, as if the sky truly belongs to them. Ukraine's S-300 systems are dwindling. Buck M1 batteries are no longer sufficient. Patriot units? Far too few to shield the entire front. And so, a bigger question surfaces. If Ukraine's air defenses continue to weaken, if Russian aircraft remain outside engagement range, if every FAB strike arrives without interruption, who or what can actually stop this momentum? Each new detonation pushes the answer further into uncertainty. A pattern is emerging across Avdiivka, Mariinka, Toretsk, Chasiv Yar, and Myrnohrad. A pattern never formally declared, yet unmistakable. High-rise buildings vanish. Concrete bunkers crumble. Urban defense zones collapse into silence. Is this merely a tactic or a long-term strategy? No official documents, no open explanations, only a trail of operations pointing unmistakably toward one direction, neutralizing cities before infantry ever moves in. And then comes the next question. How many cities can withstand this approach? Footage from Myrnohrad shows a collapsing building, but no one agrees on what it was. Some claim it was a military position. Others insist it was a civilian structure. No verification, no clarity, only the aftermath. But the explosion leaves no space for doubt. The capability behind it is very real. Was Russia striking a critical target, or demonstrating that no urban stronghold can survive a single well-placed FAB? No statements, No confirmations, only destruction, and questions that multiply with each strike. Russian air bases around Donbas operate like a closed orbit. Su-34s and Su-35s rotate in and out with remarkable consistency. One wave ends, another begins. A bomb is deployed. The next one is already waiting. Naturally, another question forms. How long can this rhythm endure? So far, the answer appears unchanged. Longer than anyone expected. The skies over Donbas now hold more questions than answers. Each FAB-3000 strike doesn't just level structures, it dismantles assumptions about the limits of Russia's operational capacity. Russia is showing something unusual: steady industrial strength, growing air superiority, and an operational rhythm that moves quietly yet decisively. No loud declarations, no theatrics, just action and results that speak for themselves. And so, the biggest question emerges. If this pace continues, what happens to the next city in line? And who exactly can halt a strategy that still remains partly hidden? Until those answers surface, the echo of each FAB strike will continue. And with every detonation, the mystery grows deeper. If you want to follow the next developments, Russian air operations, the evolution of the FAB series, and the shifting dynamics on the front, hit like, subscribe, and enable notifications. Share your thoughts below. What do you think these strike waves mean for the future of the front line? We read every comment. This content is an independent geopolitical and military analysis based on open-source intelligence and publicly available information. It does not promote violence, does not encourage conflict, and does not endorse any political or military actions. All discussions are for informational and analytical purposes only.